Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. U.S. court orders release of seized $6 million arms funds to Nigeria. Until the judgment, Nigeria faced a double whammy, receiving neither its fund nor the military equipment it intended to purchase with the money. Nigeria has won a prolonged legal battle to recover over $6 million in arms funds that had been seized at the United States government since 2014. The funds were seized about a decade ago from an arms broker who was trying to supply military equipment from the US to Nigeria without having the necessary license. The US government said the arms broker's active involvement in the sale, export, and supply of military products to Nigeria without authorization was a violation of the Arms Export Control Act, leading to the seizure of the funds. However, in a ruling on 23 December, the U.S. District Court for Eastern California ordered the release of the funds totaling about $6.02 million after confirming Nigeria's interest in it. A copy of the ruling, seen by Premium Times, shows that Judge Jennifer Thurston issued a permanent order of forfeiture of the money in favor of Nigeria, modifying the earlier January 2020 preliminary order forfeiting the assets to the U.S. government. The judge ordered the U.S. government to release the money with the accrued interest to the Nigerian government within 60 days. Within 60 days from entry of this stipulation for final order of forfeiture and order thereon, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection shall return the above listed assets to petitioners along with any interest earned by the United States while on deposit in an interest-bearing account. A copy of the court order seen by Premium Times read, and then Nigeria is in for a good time again, that every of the money should be for the purpose of this country. Until the judgment, Nigeria faced a double whammy, having paid agents for the purchase of military equipment during the peak of the Boko Haram insurgency in 2014, but receiving neither the fund nor the equipment it intended to purchase. Nigeria paid the $6.02 million trapped in the US to an American arm broking firm, Dollarian Capital Incorporation (DCI). Some of the funds passed through an arm broker from Niger Republic, Hima Abubakar, who secured dubious defense contracts from Nigerian government, highlighting the widespread irregularities, secrecy, and misuse that often characterize arms procurement funds in Nigeria. The deal ran into a roadblock in August 2014 when the US government denied Mr. Dolerian's application for approval to purchase and export the arms to Nigeria. As of that time, Mr. Dolerian had received the money for the purchase of arms for Nigeria. The US government seized the money, describing it as the proceeds of a violation of its Arms Export Control Act, on the grounds that Mr. Dolerian and his TCI did not have the license to engage in the sale, export, import, and brokering of military products at the time. At the instance of the US government, the U.S. District Court in Eastern California issued on 2 February 2015 warrants for the seizure of the money held in 5 different bank accounts. In June 2015, the U.S. government applied to the U.S. District Court in Eastern California for an order forfeiting the funds. The U.S. government secured the court's preliminary order of forfeiture of the assets in 2019. He also charged Mr. Dolerian, who subsequently pleaded guilty to the charge of broken the sale of military equipment without a license. On January 29, 2020, the court issued a modified preliminary order for forfeiture of the money after Mr. Dolerian pleaded guilty to the charge against him. Meanwhile, the U.S. government publicized the preliminary forfeiture order, inviting anyone who with an interest in the funds to come forward to claim it in court. Only the Nigerian government heeded the call to claim the money, but its lawyers faced subtle resistance from U.S. government, which prolonged the legal process before formally acknowledging Nigeria's interest and conceding to release the funds late this year. Nigeria's recovery efforts. After the criminal proceeding concerning the funds in the US ended, Nigeria began to take steps to recover the money in 2021 when it hired a US-based lawyer, Javi Usude, to handle the legal process. From 2021 through to early 2023, Mr. Usude exchanged correspondences with the US government lawyers over the matter, but could not get a clear case to file for the recovery of the seized assets. Finally, on June 2023, June 2nd, the Nigerian government started the court process for the recovery by filing a petition for an ancillary proceeding asserting it had a superior interest in the forfeited funds. His petition also explained that he did not know that Mr. Dolarian lacked the requisite US government State Department approval necessary to broker the sale of military equipment. Accordingly, Nigeria's petition urged the court to enter a final order of forfeiture that reflected the superior interest in the funds forfeited by Mr. Dolarian in the preliminary order of forfeiture. US government concessions. After a long drawn back and forth, the US government finally signed December 19 on December 19 a stipulation for a final forfeiture order of the assets in favor of the Nigerian government. Nigeria's lawyer has signed the document on 29 August. The document signed by Kevin Kasigian, an assistant United States attorney, was filed in court on 22nd December, confirming Nigeria's interest in the money. After reviewing Nigeria's petition and records from the criminal investigation, the US government acknowledged that Nigeria had a legal right, title, or interest in the asset. As a result of this, the document added such rights, title, or interest requires the court to enter a final order of forfeiture to reflect Nigeria's superior interest. Court order for permanent forfeiture in Nigeria's favour. The filing paved the way for Judge Thurston to issue an order of permanent forfeiture of the funds in favour of Nigeria on 23rd December. The court ordered the US Customs and Border Protection to release the money to the Nigerian government through Mr. Osude's law office client trust account. It ordered the US government to release the money within 60 days. Nigeria and arms purchase controversies. Nigeria made the $6.02 million payment at a period characterized by widespread irregularities in the award of defense contracts for diversion of funds allotted for the purchase of arms to fight Boko Haram. Until similar circumstances fueled by irregularities in the use of arms funds in Nigeria during the period, the South African government seized Nigeria's $5.7 million paid to Cyberus Risk Solution, a South African brokerage firm. The seizure was attributed to the company's lack of valid arms license, many mirroring controversies regarding Nigerian funds seized in the United States around the same period. That is a good one for Nigeria. The money is coming back home, and Nigeria, I hope, will use it judiciously even for the progress of this nation. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.